What's up, ladies and gents, boys and girls of all ages, shapes, and sizes? Brian and Harry with ETM 540 Clubhouse, back for another little session in the shop. And still working on the Wasteland prep and the Wasteland racer, but we're just like right there. And getting to a point of 2 weeks official down until the event. Actually, in 2 weeks, as of today, the event will be starting. So we have got pretty much mostly everything we need to handle, everything we need to take care of. We have our transportation figured out. Rhonda's got all her stuff dialed in. We got all our barter stuff. We got all our things that we need. The only thing we really have left to do is to finish this guy. And that's what we're doing here tonight. We are on a Wednesday after work and after school, here to put some brakes on this biscuit nutsack. Oh, that's the wrong side. This biscuit... God, suck it in. This biscuit nutsack! I gotta lose some. So, we have all the parts needed. We have the line, we have the calipers. We've already put the disc on there. And I'll tell you what, that was a bitch. We actually ended up robbing the parts off of our Golf and Stuff Camelot Park go-kart, which we now moved. It's now here, standing straight up and down, because that's for a later date. And we ended up bringing our LT250 here and putting it on the rack for future date, maintenance, startup, funness, awesome things. Yeah. Harry's got nuts in his mouth. Peanuts. Yeah, we're going to get them brakes on, see if they can't function, form, work, dabble, do all that good stuff. And then from there, hopefully we'll be good. There's still a couple more things to tighten up, but literally this episode is the episode prior to the weekend that we start packing the trailer and getting ready to before we get ready to leave for the event. So yeah, the one final thing that we really need to do that's going to take a little more thinking and whatnot is going to be the gas tank. And that's only for the sake of the fact that it still needs to fully dry out. And then, yeah, we'll be all good. So anyways, I'm going to stop freaking talking. He's going to eat his little snacky poo. And we're going to get to work. Oh, yeah, and the rest of this episode might be us actually working on a trailer that we're going to be using to pack all this stuff and take it to Wasteland the weekend. All right, so as a recap, here is the axle that we took the parts off of. This thing was fused together by rust, and we had to hit it with a hammer. We had to get all that rust off for the parts to actually slide off. This guy did a lot of, you got snacky? You got your little snackies? You look like a little chipmunk. So he had to do a bunch of rust removal. And then on this one, he removed all the rust that we need just to put those parts on. So right now the disc is nice and maneuverable, so we can adjust our calipers to where we need it. But what we're going to do is we're going to throw down our calipers up on these mounting holes and then start to plumb. Oh, there we go, our master cylinder. And hopefully we can get some fluid in here. And the goal for tonight is just to get them to clamp down. So they are not frozen. They seem to be just fine. So let's get to it. have is a nice little basting syringe. And it's really cool because you can get these at the dollar store. They actually come with these little basting needles. And with that, I just have a little like gas hose basically, or fuel line that I put onto that. Because we have to use this because we don't have a funnel small enough for that hole. So it's just easier to go this route. And I feel like you waste less this way anyways, or maybe waste more. I don't know, whatever it is. So Harry's gonna load some up and then we're gonna put some in the master cylinder and see what happens. Actually filled up pretty good with just that. Oh no, that was just a little air pocket at the top. Okay.
It's like right there.
We can never get away with filling things without making a friggin' mess. It's ridiculous. Okay, go wipe that sucker off. Let's put the lid on. Let's see what happens. So the process is just the same as any of your other brake calipers, disc brakes. You have someone push on the brakes in the front, you unloosen your bleeder, and you get all the air out. So hopefully we'll just get something out of this and that there isn't any type of holes in the line, or I don't know. We're just hoping for the best. So let's see what happens. So go ahead and push down and hold it. Hold it there. Oh, there is absolutely nothing. Oh, nope. Hang on. All right, so we noticed a couple things, but I forgot that we need to keep refilling the master cylinder because that line and the cylinder has not had anything in it, so it's definitely going to be low. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that took quite a bit. Now I'll just leave it off. But slowly push down on the brake pad, or brake pedal.
Okay, so you can see it. You can see it.
Is it bubbling?
Yeah, it's bubbling.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna let the air out on this end and keep it held down until I tell you to let go. Oh, nothing. Okay. Nothing. Just push down a few times on it.
Sinking it.
It's going down?
Yeah, the brake fluid.
Cool. Yeah, keep pushing down on it. So you just need to. Oh yeah, that could be tightened more. That was a little loose. Oh yeah.
Did you crack it?
Yep.
That's why it was dripping all of this on the ground.
Yep.
Is that bad?
Yep.
So we need to get a new one.
Yep. Okay. All right, well, she snapped on us right there. But that could have been me. That could have been an old part. I'm not sure. This side went on really good and seems to be fine. And when we first started pushing on the brake pedal, it actually felt like it was starting to do something for us. But yeah, I think there was too much pressure on that over there. So we're gonna try and scrounge up another cord, or I'm gonna see if I can't find something at the parts store that will just go right on that, and then yeah, we'll figure it out. So for right now, I don't have anything else I really planned on getting done tonight. The brakes was my only thing, and we need parts before we can really figure out the rest of it. So I'm gonna kill it for tonight and do some brain thinking, brain adjustments, some upper level kujidoos, some think farting. I'm gonna try and think of how we can fix it. We'll be back tomorrow. All right, so sue me. It's been a couple days, whatever. It's Friday. We missed out yesterday. Only just because it was a little like another one of those days of just really hard finding energy. And I don't know why, but well, I know why. I'm fat. I need to diet better and work out. So that's what it is. But anyways, I also had to kind of run around and get the right parts we needed. And fortunately, I did find something I think is going to work. And outside of all the other solutions there were. but this was something that was local and cheap. But I actually found oil gauge nylon line with compression fittings that hook up to both our connectors on each side. So we're gonna try that and see if that works and hope it works. So I'm just gonna once again time lapse this bitch. You've seen how these things go together. Let's freaking see if we can make it happen. Oh yeah, and Harry's gonna work on the gas tank and try and unplug some of the holes that we got going that have all the sealer in it. So, but yeah, let's freaking go. All right, so we may have gotten distracted and came to bike night. Yeah, we had to stop by. It was the last one of the season, so we're just checking it out, seeing what's up, getting some oil for a new project, and yeah, then we're gonna head back to the shop. Okay, so we're back. we had to go over there for that. So now we're gonna get back on putting this biscuit back together. Hopefully it'll all go smooth. It probably won't, but let's freaking see anyways. Yeah. All right, I freaking think we got it. I think we can see the oil, the brake fluid actually flowing through without even bleeding yet. So I was just telling Harry, I kind of wish I would have ran it a little better, but I'm kind of in a hurry and got excited and nervous and anxious, and I may have pooped myself again. But we're gonna try and bleed it out and see if it'll work. So far, everything seems to be okay. I think there's maybe a little bit of a leak on this one over here, but just on this right here, but we'll see. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So much here. Keep it held down.
Yeah, let's go down to the floor. So
Okay.
maxed out.
Okay, go ahead and pull back up. Yeah, it's totally working. This needs to be tightened down though. Okay, keep it held down. Well, that was a bit of a hassle, but we have freaking brakes. We actually I ended up stripping out our bleeder, and luckily we had the extra bleeder from Rhonda's Taylor Dunn brake caliper that we replaced just recently, and so we were able to swap it because it was the same size, and now we have freaking brakes and they legitimately work. The only thing with these nylon see-through hoses is that you can still see the air that's built up in them, and like we're trying to get the air out, but we can't get all the air out, but yet we have brakes and they work really good. So we're gonna just let it sit, I guess, for a little bit and think about it. But here, check this out. All right, so right now it's got a little bit of drag, and then Harry hit the brake. It is freaking super tight, and there may be some adjusting that we can do as far as making them a little more, I don't know, just float a little better. I'm sure that our adjustment here isn't correct with how we mounted it, but which I can show you actually. So our mounting plate wouldn't have worked that we had, so we did a spacer right there for the backside, and then over here is a socket cut in half. But it works and it's on there, and I'm sure, like I said, there could probably be some adjustment somewhere in there, that'll make them float a little bit better, but for now, we're gonna leave it as is and mess with it more tomorrow because it's late and I wanna go home. And that in itself is good enough for me for right now, and then we'll figure out running the line and doing all that stuff when we're nice and fresh. So, yes, success, we have brakes. We're not gonna run into tribe tents and hurt people. I mean, injuries. Okay, we're out. All right, it's Saturday, it's crunch time. Got a buddy coming with the trailer, but I've officially decided that this is just gonna be a Wasteland Racer episode because we got crunch time going on and a lot to do. So, we're gonna freaking test this biscuit. I had Harry drill out all the holes yesterday and just kind of get all the junk and gunk from the sealer out of it. And then we're gonna run some water through it and see if we got any leaks. So let's take this bitch to the sink and see what freaking happens. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm freaking really excited because this is one of the most like, I don't know, I'd say it's one of the more custom modified things we've ever built. But yeah, I'm nervous and I'm excited though, because it's cool. I wanna make more stuff like this. I wanna get better, you know? I wanna keep going with all this stuff. We have a lot of fun and I enjoy it. And when you get a win, you just, yeah, it pumps you up. So let's freaking go. Let's see what happens. Crap. Almost fell over. All right, first things first. Let's fill her full of water. Nerve-wracking. Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. I'm gonna try not to spill it on the outside because otherwise we can't tell if there's a leak. Oh gosh, we got a geyser. We got a geyser. Oh crap. Oh geez, this thing's freaking heavy. Okay, I gotta switch up the angle because I don't know if you'd be able to see it very well from that side. Oh god. Okay, angle switch. This is the ultimate test right here. Well, we got our reserve, our fuel line, and our gauge holes all protruding water, which we assume they all would because they're holes and it's water. But my big thing is wanting to see if there's any leaks anywhere else after it's had a chance to flow through and have a little bit in there. Because at first, we're not going to fill it all the way up to where the gauge works. We're just going to fill it enough to where gas can flow through it, and then from there, do some testing with the engine and all that, and not push it too hard. So eventually, when we really have a chance to let some gas sit in it and have it outside to where if it does leak, it's gonna just evaporate or something, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. But so far, so good. And I don't see anything leaking from any of our welds or any of our threads or anything. So I think we have the gas tankers. So as that continues to leak, we'll just go around and look. And honestly, like, everything seems freaking great. I'm super pumped. Yeah, no water back here anywhere. Oh, is that water? No, that's just... Oh, that was a little bit of water. I don't think that's a hole. I think that might have come from something else. Found some back here, So I'm probably gonna run it one more time and double check, and if it seems like there's a hole, then we'll address that. But outside of that, she freaking works. She works. None of the main chambers or holes have any major leaks around them, so that's good. But we'll check out the back. We'll address that really quick, see if that's an issue, and then we'll check back. All right, so that was just a false alarm. I made a little bit of a puddle. It's all right. This is what I call mopping in our shop. This is how we mop. So yeah, I'm gonna freaking let it drain all the rest of its water out, blow it out with air like crazy, just kind of flip it around, get all the rest of the water out of it, and then we'll hook it back up and see about freaking plumbing this bitch and hopefully firing it up, because the brakes work. We know it fires, so yeah, let's see what happens. I'm excited. All right, let's see if anything comes out of this sucker. Huh. Not bad. I actually thought it was gonna be more fun than that. Ooh. Whoops. Well, she's looking pretty good. I'm gonna throw some eyes on it. Make sure we got all the water out before we put any gas in it. And then we'll set her back up on the freaking racer. Yeah, that thing. Okay. First official fuel up. Let's hope that I don't make a mess. And if all goes well, we should see fuel come right out of that right there. Oh yeah, screw this thing. Freaking California regulation crap. We only spilled about a gallon. But it's working. There's fuel. And right now I have it set to off. But if I was to turn it on, it should come through the filter. So let's try that. Well, let's hope the gravity feed works. Sweet. The only thing was that when I turned it on to the on, it actually came through the reserve. So let me do this. And we have a leak. Looks like it's coming from up here. So we gotta address that. All right, well, it looks like leak resolved. It didn't help that I had my filter on backwards. Yeah, but now it's flowing. It's filling up the gas line. Oh, and she is leaking. So we gotta address that next. It looks like it's just leaking from the top though, so let's figure that out. Now she was coming from her bottom drain. Sorry, I had to grab the rag really quick and handle that. And so I'm assuming the float is probably stuck. So we're gonna have to pull this sucker off and go through it. And then, yeah, because it was flowing out of all the vents. So yeah, we'll just address that and move on to the next situation. Okay, so we have some issues, some fuel leak issues. Nothing crazy, nothing that we haven't done before, but it's not circulating as well as I want it to. There's just some things that I don't like. And so I'm gonna have to kill this and finish this up off camera because we still got to work on our transportation, getting that all situated, and making sure that we have what we need to get these things out to the wasteland. You may see this, you may not. I don't know yet. But I need to do all the rest of this. I got to just buckle down. And this is my last weekend of getting this stuff done. So I'm just going to make it happen. And either you'll see this running and me driving it, hopefully, or you won't. I don't know. Time will tell. So stay tuned. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for all the support. My head's all blah, blah, blah. So anyways, thank you guys for the support and the love. We love you so much. I got to get to work. I'm freaking out of here.